This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi, and today I wanted to do a quick video for the top 5 facts you should know before you get your New Balance Omni-1. So let's get at it. So we're going to start off with the most important thing. So if you hear something that affects your purchase, whether it makes you want to buy it or maybe not buy it, the first one's going to be New Balance has confirmed on numerous locations, whether it's on Twitter, on Instagram, and to a response personally to myself on a post I made, that they are releasing wide sizes. Now, I don't know if that's going to be for every colorway, and I don't know if that's going to be for a worldwide release, but they have confirmed wide sizes will be available. This is a big deal because the number one thing that's the most important factor on any basketball shoe is the fit. And that's any shoe, running shoe, training, whatever you're going to do. And this is the first basketball shoe on the market that will be available in wide sizes. So that makes a huge difference. If you're a wide footer, if you've had any kind of issues in any other shoes, I do have a video for top wide foot friendly sneakers out there for basketball. You can check that video out. But to have a shoe specifically made with a wider last, so you don't have to worry about how you tighten it, you can just torque it down and you know it's going to fit without any pain, is just super welcomed. I have a size 13 here. My true size is a 12 wide, and normally I get a 12 and a half, which fits just right. So for me to get actually a 12 wide, I'm super excited. Now, you may have noticed Nightwing actually had a pair of these shoes that he never did a full review, and that's simply because his size was about a half size too big. So it was just, he wasn't able to get a tight fit. So hopefully both myself and maybe him can get a one that fits us better so we can give it a full review, because these overall are amazing sneakers. Number 2 is the price. If you haven't checked out the price yet and you're just a fan of Kawhi from all of Canada, Texas, and now in LA, it's $140, and that is right in line with some of the high-end basketball shoes on the market. The Harden Volume 4 is about $130, $140, I think a few different colorways. The KD line is about $150. The new Curry 7 coming out, I believe, is going up in price to $140 as well. So it's priced right about there for high-end basketball shoes. So make no mistake, it is a little bit expensive, but compared to all of those, the thing it does have going for it is it definitely does use more of a premium build. It feels just, I don't want to say worth it, but it definitely feels like a quality sneaker, both in the materials and the construction. Now, it actually is a little bit more. I want to know what you're getting for your money. So one, you're getting a nice woven upper, which is something you don't really get often, something that reminds you a little bit of your Jordan 29. It is not a mesh upper like I know Jacques Slade said it was. It's a little bit stronger than that. You're getting an outsole that is actually really firm and definitely available or made for either outdoor, indoor, casual, or on court. It's a very durable rubber you're going to be able to use that has awesome traction. And it does have some kind of raw materials on the heel, whether that's real leather or fake. It definitely does feel nice. So the $140 I think is definitely worth it for this shoe. Number 3 is going to be the cushion. This is New Balance new fuel cell cushioning. This has been used in a few of their running shoes, and now it is in a basketball shoe, and it feels amazing. If you're not following us, you can follow us on Instagram. I did just did a post where I compared it or wore it with my Kobe FF, and it is super close to what you're getting with like a React and Cushion combo, where it's a little bit plush, has a little bit of bounce to it. It is an incredible cushion setup that is definitely more court feel based. So if you're looking for a max cushion shoe, this is not it. So I don't want you guys to get disappointed if you get the shoe and you're hoping that it's super bouncy or it's really well cushioned. No, it is more court feel based. You're going to feel quick, but with plenty of impact protection, with just a little bit of bounce and just an overall really nice setup, especially for basketball, where it allows you to play quick but still have a lot of impact protection for your joints and your back. Overall, I really love this cushion setup. Number 4 is, this is a very highly supportive shoe. This is also an ankle brace friendly shoe. So the way the back of the shoe sets up with that kind of leather or a raw material strap, it does allow you to loosen or tighten. So if you have an ankle brace, you're gonna be just fine. If you guys remember a few years back where Zaza Pachulia actually stepped under Kawhi, that kind of changed the whole fate of the NBA and his injuries and Golden State's dynasty. But since then, he switched from Jordan Brand, obviously, to New Balance, and they made sure they gave him a shoe that is up to the task of supporting him as a multiple Defensive of the Year award winner. Obviously, he's up for that Defensive Player of the Year every year. So it has a really strong heel cup, a nice wide flat base. This is definitely a very supportive shoe. So if you're gonna play defense like Kawhi, this shoe is gonna have your back. You always feel very stable, and just how he gets up his shot, I mean, this shoe sets you up for success. So it is a really nice shoe. Again, now it may be too much support for some folks, but I'm going to say not really. The way the woven material in the forefoot containment is pretty good, not huge, but lockdown and stability and overall support is still spot on. And number 5, and this is the least important, but something I want you guys to keep in mind. This is New Balance, literally first sneaker that they've really put all their tech behind, all their engineering, some of their top designers with a actual superstar athlete. So New Balance has claimed, and yes, it's sort of true, that they have done basketball shoes before. So I don't know if you guys remember, they actually sponsored a Matt Bonner who played for the Spurs, which was kind of a running joke, but he got paid by them. He did wear their shoes, but it's almost as if they just slapped herringbone on a random walking shoe that happened to have leather and they called it a basketball shoe. It wasn't specific, it wasn't engineered, it wasn't given their best technology with best engineers, and obviously a design that's something that you want to wear. So this is, I'm gonna call it, and you guys can argue with me, this is their first legitimate basketball shoe. Keep that in mind. So if you love the shoe, great. I think New Balance did a lot of things really right. If there's something you don't like about the shoe, again, keep on. This is their first basketball shoe. Now, what this does do is it's kind of an indictment on Adidas, Nike, and Under Armour with how all the shoes that have come out and how they still have sneakers that just don't do some of the basics right. I'm calling Nike out with the new Freak 1, Greek Freak, where it doesn't have a shank plate. Really? You're gonna do that? So it's just one of those things that for their first shoe, I think they did an amazing job, and something to keep that in mind when you're spending your money, you're buying a sneaker. This is a all new sport that New Balance is coming to, and they did a great job, but know what you're getting before you purchase it. All in all, I've really enjoyed this sneaker. I've had it since the initial launch day. I will be, if you're watching this video, selling my pair on eBay. If you're asking me why, essentially I just want to get my size. Now this is supposedly a coveted colorway. I just want to wear it on court. I know StockX had them recently for about $425 for my size 13, but those are brand new. I have about 24 hours of on-court usage. I'm going to clean them up, and I've never used them off-court. Now keep in mind, if you do use our Velocity insoles, you can turn these into a max cushion setup that feel awesome, which I have done. And the only thing is, again, I want to get a little bit better fit. So I'm going to list them at a starting bid price of essentially just what I paid for them, and I'll put a buy it now price of essentially what the going market rate is for. A lot of the pop-up shoes that people have gotten in LA are listing for about $300. It's going to be less than that, guys. I want to make it fair. If you want this colorway and you're a size 13, go check out that listing or DM me on Instagram. More than happy, where I just want these to go to a good home, but I also want to be able to just afford a pair that fits me. And as far as the Velocity insoles, if you have a shoe that is more court feel based, throwing our insoles in there makes a huge difference in cushion with a very high energy return rate. So all the owners who already have them out there have had a huge response. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the support. All in all, this is Levi with Sneaker Gears. Thank you guys, and I'll come at you later.